right, just got done with the Zamboni. Going to get started here in just a little bit. The Kingsmen going to come out of the locker room. We are starting a little bit late, so I apologize for anybody that had logged in earlier. The game before us went a little extra, and then after the Zamboni, we're starting about 10, probably like 20 minutes late. So we'll point it down here where the Kingsmen will be coming out here in a moment, and we'll mute it for a few minutes. All right, good afternoon, everybody. We got 3 minutes till face off. Running a little late today. The game before us finished late, and they got done jamming, so still about another 2.5 minutes. Kingsman today going up against the Bishop Noll B team. Knights are the Kingsmen today wearing their all blacks, black jersey, black socks. What are the odds for this? Kingsmen are going to be without a couple of key skaters today. Evan Napick will not be here, and Wyatt Kosha will not be here as well. There's some opportunities for some other players to step up. Looking at the Bishop Nolan, looks like they have a full allotment of skaters down there. The Penn Gold team just finished playing against the Bishop Noll A team at Notre Dame. 4-2 victory for the Kingsmen. They just added another 10 minutes to the warm-up, but I figure it's probably just another minute or so. Though I don't see any refs down there yet. So I apologize. We may actually have another 10 minutes as I don't see any refs out there yet. So we'll mute again for a few minutes and we'll check that. So the team looked to be coming onto the bench, but they still have 8 minutes up on the warm-up clock, and we haven't seen any refs out here yet. Today we will be having both of the goalies in net today. It sounds like Lacey Fry will be starting, and then Parker Gableman coming in halfway through the game. again, thanks for the patience. We still have about 4.5 minutes left on the warm-up clock, so hopefully we will get started at that time, but we'll keep you updated. All right, just to update, they added another 5 minutes on to the warm-up clock. We're learning that perhaps there were no refs listed on the schedule for this game, so I'm assuming that they're working things out. So again, another 5 minutes or so, and we will update you further. Thank you. All right, I just got confirmation that we have refs, but I still don't see them yet. 20 seconds left on the warm-up clock. So hopefully they'll come out here in a moment. Again, sorry about the delay. Again, initially a delay because of the game before us, and now waiting for some refs. So should be just another minute or two. Big ovation for the refs coming out here. Looks like we're going to be working a two-man crew. But no matter how many refs we have, we get to play a game, which is what's most important. All right, Kingsman getting out on the ice to get set up here. Lacey Fry starting in the net. She will have DeHennens and Kong ahead of her. And then on offense, we'll have Dame, Rumble, and Nagel. All right, all set to get underway now. Rumble will be taking the face off. Refs still over talking with the scorekeeper just to get everything finalized. So Bishop Noll banging their sticks to get the game started, and it just peters off. And they're going at it again. All right, Rumble with the face off. Rumble gets it back to Kong. Kong tries to get it over to DeHennens. Gets kind of right between the two of them. DeHennens takes his man over into the corner. And Rumble comes away with it. Rumble sends it cross ice up to Nagel. Nagel collects it, takes it to the midline there. And then Dame brings it into the offensive zone. Shot goes wide. DeHennens sneaks up and sends it right back in. Keeps it into the offensive zone. Dame behind the net. Rumble now going to it. Rumble gets knocked down by his man. Puck comes up to DeHennens. DeHennens with the shot in, gets through everybody, but goes just wide. Puck comes back up to Khan. Khan cannot control it, and Bishop Noll gets the exit. Dame on his man. Puck gets behind the net. Puck gets sent around, but goes off of the ref. Ref's still in the way of it, and Dame collects and carries it out. Dame bringing it up with some speed. He's got Nagel with him on his right. He dumps it in deep, and then they go for a change. Bishop Noll collects behind the net. And now we got Banga and Pleva out there on defense with Lataru, Mancini, and Chelios on offense. Puck goes in on net. Mancini giving chase. Bishop Noll changes direction. Gets it around, get right in the middle to Mancini. Mancini can't collect, but Lataru does. Lataru takes the shot that goes high, goes off the goalie's blocker. Lataru. Puck still behind the net there. Sent back around the other direction. Lataru back over to it. Keeps it back down in there, and now Bishop Noll gets the exit. Banga. Puck goes back behind the net. Sitting now right up in front. They had a man up there, but can't get to it, and puck goes all the way out of the zone. And the Bishop Noll D collects at center ice. Carey takes center of the ice. Puck goes back behind the net. Lataru. Shot. Goes right over the stick and through the wickets. 1-0 Bishop Noll. So 1-0 Bishop Noll. Gallegos, Holmes, and Carter Miller out there with DeHennens and Kong on defense. Holmes taking the face off. Holmes gets it up to Carter Miller. Carter Miller gains the zone, sends it in deep. Gallegos getting chase. Miller there sends it out front. Puck is sent up high to Kong. Kong takes the shot, just goes wide. Gallegos sends it right back into the middle. Collected by Bishop Noll. They get the exit. Say June. Still on it to Hennens now. Goes through him. Collected by Kong. Kong sends it up to Miller. Miller. Shot. Save. Fry. Puck gets up to the blue line. Can't get the exit. Gallegos gets knocked down. DeHennens goes in after it. Now back behind the net with Connor Holmes. DeHennens collects. Gets thrown into the boards. Now Gallegos. Some good checking going on down there. Pucks in off of Lacey's pads and save. Gallegos sends the puck all the way down, and that will go for icing. So with 11:28 left in the first, 1-0 Bishop Noll, and the Kingsmen go for a change. A lot of good checking early. Rumble taking the face off. He's got Nagel to his left. Cleaver is to his right. Cleaver now behind the net. Sends it up to Dame. Dame tries to chip it back, but collected by Bishop Noll. They collected at the high point there. Shot blocked by Rumble. Rumble and Dame both now coming away with it. It gets up to Rumble. Rumble gets the red line. Dame keeps it in at the blue line, and now Banga keeps it at the blue line, sends it in. Sticked out in front by Bishop Noll. Cleaver goes off of the Bishop Noll forward. Rumble up to Dame. Dame's got a little bit of space, gets around the man. Takes it behind the net. Trying to get it out front to Rumble. Rumble gets to it, bounces around in front of the crease, and then Bishop Noll with the clear. Gets through everybody, but Cleaver back on it. Banga up to Rumble. Back to Banga. Back to Rumble. Rumble sends it to the middle, but nobody's there. Shot blocked by Cleaver. Now Dame coming away with it. Dame sends it up towards Nagel. Puck comes up to the blue line, kept in, and now Rumble. Rumble's got it and carrying it up. Gains the offensive zone, has some space. Behind the net, comes out front, sends it back behind the net. Looks like he was trying to get it up front. Gets up to Rumble, but at the end of the shift, Khan shot goes off the post and comes out. Lataru puts it up to the blue line. Oh, that puck goes off a stick and goes just wide. Puck sent up, goes through the Bishop Noll player all the way back to their defense. Puck is bounced off. Puck behind the net. Kong and Lataru are there. Lataru coming away with it. Lataru tries to get off the boards and out. DeHennens now. Backhands it up, gets up to the blue line. Shot at the blue line, goes wide. Chelios tries to get it out, can't get it out. Still at the blue line. And gloved by Fry, down to DeHennens. DeHennens sends it up towards Chelios. Chelios tries to chip it forward, but it gets back to the blue line and sent back in. Kong now on it. Kong wins. Goes back. DeHennens. DeHennens up to Chelios. Chelios gets the exit. DeHennens up to Mancini. Mancini's got some space and he sends it in deep so that we can get at least a partial change. Bishop Noll, goes through all of our guys there, straight to their player, And Banga sends it up, goes to neutral zone, collected by Bishop Noll. Bishop Noll bringing it back in. Shot again off the post. Stays out somehow. That's two of them that have gone off the inside of the post. Oh, Itterberg a little late getting there. Puck back in the D zone. Man, looks like Itterberg's on it now. Bishop Noll back up to the D. Shot blocked up front. Pleva with a nice lift of the stick. Gets it back up to the blue line, and now Pleva has got some space. He sends it wide. Kingsman able to make a partial change, and whistle blown. So Kingsman are going to get an ozone face-off. Got their top line out there. Penn and Miller on defense. Rumble taking the face-off. Rumble wins it, gets up front, but knocked down. Nagel fighting to get that puck. Looks like Rumble wins it. Up to Dame. Dame trying to take a quick little snapshot. Puck gets past Miller. And Kingsman giving chase, coming back. Get a good stick on it. Now Rumble with a little bit of space, gets through a man. Carries it in. Got around the man, but lost his footing. And we got a 2-on-1 coming down the other way. Hennens manages to get enough on it for that puck to go wide. Miller sends it up. Goes all the way down, and that will go for icing. So with 6:10 left in the first, there'll be a D-zone face-off. 1-0 Bishop Noll. So Mancini with the face-off, gets up to the blue line. Shot goes off of skate sticks and ends up front, and they tuck it home. 2-0 Bishop Noll. Mancini face off up to Lataru. Lataru sends it in and keeps it in. Mancini gives chase. Lataru on it now. Chelios wins it back into Mancini. Chelios sends it towards the center. And carried out by Bishop Noll. Banga on the puck. Kong now. Kong gets the exit. Bishop Noll in the neutral zone. Carries it in. Mancini. And now Kong. Kong comes away with it. Gains the zone. Kong gets hit. And Holmes was back on defense. Banga back there now. Gets the good stick. And now we got a 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Ronan Lataru. Shot. Save. Follow-up shot. Save and covered up. And it looks like Lataru is going to go to the box for a cross-check way after the play was done. So instead of an O-zone face-off, this will become a D-zone face-off. And we'll play 5-on-4. Rumble, Dame, DeHennens, and Pleva out there. So Rumble taking the face-off, gets it wide towards Pleva. Puck comes back behind the net. DeHennens holding his man against the boards over there. Working to kick it out, gets it up and out. Rumble sends it all the way down. Puck fluttering down at the other end. 1:43 left on the penalty kill. 4:33 left in the first period. DeHennens once again sends it right back down. Oh, sorry, Pleva sends it back down. Puck goes off of a Bishop Noll skate. Bishop Noll now with the breakout. Carry it into the zone. Send it back to their D-man. Dame was there. Put some pressure on it. Dame's still there. And Rumble now comes away, sends the backhand all the way down. 52 seconds left on the penalty kill. Same crew out there. Dame sends it into the middle to Rumble. Rumble puts a body on the man. Bishop Noll now comes away with it. Brings it in through the neutral zone. Carries it into the zone. Pleva there. Keeps it in the corner. Pleva wins it. Puts it off the boards, but kept in. Blocked off of the Bishop Noll player. And Dame working to try to get that puck and get the clear. Puck comes up high. Shot goes off of a skate and then set wide. Pleva now, high off the boards, gets up to the point and exits the zone. So Bishop Noll needs to exit, and we got 1 second left of the penalty kill. Bishop Noll is still not out of the zone. Dame collects. Dame shot, save, Bishop Noll. So Kingston able to kill that penalty off, then get into the O-zone and get an O-zone face-off. 2-0 Bishop Noll, 2:44 left in the first period. So Wataru, Mancini, Chelios with Kong and Banga on defense. Mancini sends it into the corner, gets up high, Banga collects. Banga shot, save, Bishop Noll. Great job by Banga to collect that puck, take it into the slot and put a nice shot on net. Same crew out there. Mancini with the face-off, sends it over to Wataru, gets up high to Kong. Kong. Shot goes off of his own player. Banga there. Now puck is cleared. Right at mid-ice. Chelios wins it. Chelios with the shot. Good shot on net. Save. Set back up to Kong. Kong puts a shot wide. Kong does a good job of winning that puck in the neutral zone. Still on it. Wataru punches it up forward. And now Mancini kicking it. Wataru. Oh, trying to get around the man. Bishop Noll sends it high up off the boards. Kong shot goes wide. Banga back on it, sends the backhand right into the slot collected by the Bishop Noll D-man. Sends it back up to Kong. Now Wataru with the slap shot goes high. Kong again winning it in the neutral zone. Kingsmen make a change. They're going to call... Are they going to call too many men? Because it looked like we had more men on the bench than we had coming on the ice. So Kingsmen going back to the penalty kill. So same crew with the penalty kill. Pleva, DeHennens, Dame, and Rumble. Rumble taking the face off. Rumble sends it up. Gets up to the high point. Shot goes wide. Dame hustling to it. Puck gets right up to the blue line, but not out. DeHennens slaps it all the way down and on net. Dame is down at that end, so we got a 4-on-3 at this end. Shot again, goes off the post, that time off the outside of the post. Rumble on it. Shot, save, Fry. Collected by Dames. Backhands it out, and now gets up and collects it. Dame coming in. Shot, save. Had a little bit of room there. Pleva back on D. Puck sent right up through the crease. Gets through everybody. Shot again off the post. And now Rumble coming down. He's got a breakaway the other way. And Rumble tucks it home. 2-1. Kingsman put the short-handed goal in. Puck bounced around in the neutral zone, and then Rumble with a head of steam with 2.4 seconds left in the first period. Still 52 seconds left on the bench minor for too many men on the ice. Itterberg is the one serving the penalty right now. Again, 2.4 left in the first period. And that should do it. All right, after the first period, 2-1. Kingsman came out fairly strong, and then kind of the middle half of the period was definitely tilted in the Bishop Noll favor, and then right at the end, the shorthanded goal by Rumble. So still 50 seconds left on that penalty to start the second period. All right, to start the second period, we got, again, 4 men out there. We got Mancini, Nagel, Banga, and Kong to try to help kill off this penalty. 50 seconds left on the bench minor for too many men. 2-1 Bishop Noll going into the second period. Mancini with the face-off. Puck goes out wide. Banga gets it up to Mancini. Mancini backhands it, gets it up to the blue line. Puck sitting in the neutral zone. Been happy to keep it there. Puck sent in on Fry. Fry sticks it aside. Kong goes down. Nagel sends it up but not out. Puck sent in and again sticked aside. Backhand right up through the middle, goes all the way down to the other blue line. 13 seconds left on the penalty kill. Puck gets through Banga. Kong back to help. Sent up to the point. Slap shot. Oh, sent right into the middle of the high slot and sent home with the one-timer. So 3-1 Bishop Noll with 14:09 left in the second period. We just had a few of those this season where we try to get a clear and goes off of a skate, ends up under their stick, and then they find the open man. So we got Holmes, Gallegos, and Itterberg out there with DeHennens and Pleva. Holmes gets it back to Itterberg. Itterberg wins it and sends it forward. Holmes runs into the ref in the center of the ice. Gallego shot. Goal. So after that one, the plan was we were going to go 50-50 in this game. So Parker Gableman coming in now. Go around, shot, save, Gableman. So comes right onto the ice and has to make a save right away. 4-1 Bishop Noll. Rumble out there with Dame and Nagel, DeHennens and Pleva on defense. Shot goes off the ref. And to mid-ice, collected by Rumble. Rumble with the backhand. It's just off the netting. Oh, Rumble brings it up front and had, if he could have lifted that just a little bit more. And now we have a penalty called. And the Kingsmen will go to their first power play. And it looks like Coach Crawford's going to keep the same crew out there with no Evan Napick or Kosho. We're going to run 2 D-men with Pleva and DeHennens. Puck comes to Dame. Dame sends it back up to Rumble. Rumble sends it up to Pleva, but Pleva's not up to Rumble. Rumble carries it up, sends it up to Nagel. Nagel back to Rumble. Rumble now carries it in. Rumble with the shot just wide. Dame now with it. Dame still has it. Shot. Save. Bishop Noll. So short of that first pass, decent start to this power play. Then Rumble taking the face off. Rumble gets it wide to Dame. Dame sends it behind the net to Nagel. Nagel collects. Has a little bit of time. Takes his space. Nagel sends it wide to Rumble. Gets back to Pleva. Pleva loses it at the blue line. DeHennens coming back. Rushes through it and saves Gableman at the other end of the ice. Good job by Gableman. DeHennens skating back hard, but skated right through the man. Yeah. So now Kong and Banga out there on defense with Nagel, Rumble, and Dame. 1:11 left on the power play. And Rumble carries the puck out, sends it up to Dame. Dame gets to the blue line, but brings it back, sends it across ice to Banga. Banga now tries to carry it in, but overskated it. And Bishop Noll looking for the long clear and actually had a man sitting down there at the blue line. On Nagel. Nagel sends it up to Dame, goes through Dame and all the way down, but no icing. And Bishop Noll sends it high, brings it back into the zone, so no offside for the Kingsmen. Kept in at the blue line, sent wide. Now sent all the way down the ice, and nobody's skating towards it other than the Bishop Noll player. Banga now on it. Banga with the deflection, gets up high to Dame. Dame now, he's got a 1-on-2 coming down here at the other end. Dame, shot on net, save, sent up front, and then poked in by Hawk and Rumble. Dame with the shot, collects his rebound, brings it behind the net, and then sends it out front to Rumble, who tucks it home. 4-2. Rumble's second goal of the game. Oh, Ronan did? That was Ronan? All right, never mind. Ronan Lataru got that goal. Great hustle by Dame to recollect that puck and then send it right up into the slot. So Mancini, Lataru, and Chelios out there with the Hennons and Pliva on defense. Comes back to Pliva. Pliva off the boards and out. Mancini fighting for it, still on it. Oliver Mancini falls, ends up coming back. The Hennons sends a backhand up but cannot get the exit. And eventually gloved by Gableman. Scary moment there right up front. Went off a skating wide, and then the shot is gloved by Gableman. So Mancini again taking the face off. Gets back to their D. Shot goes in, and then DeHennens with clear gets it all the way out of the zone. And then Chelios gives chase. Lataru on it now. Shot goes wide. Another shot, and DeHennens sticks it out outside, and then checks his man, finishes the check, and holds him over there. Now we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Lataru, shot goes wide. It's up to Chelios. Chelios sends it back in behind the net. Lataru there. Well, Lataru wins it, comes away with it, tries to send it up front, tried to tuck it in, kind of behind the goalie, and the goalie covers it up. So nice little sequence there. Making the change, we got Carter Miller, Holmes, and Gallegos out there with Banga and Kong. Holmes taking the face off, sends it in the middle. Carter Miller got a stick on it, and then it just floated over the goalie and ended up going wide, but had a chance. Carter Miller still on it. Shot goes wide. Bishop Noll's shot goes wide. Backhanded shot from a sharp angle, covered up by Gableman, and the whistle is blown. So Kingsman making a change, bringing out their top line with Rumble, Nagel, and Dame, DeHennens, and Kevin Miller on defense. 9:25 left in the second period, 4-2, Bishop Noll. Hawk and Rumble. Back to Kevin Miller. Kevin Miller trying to get to it. It looked like his stick was held, but nothing called. Now Kevin Miller. And I don't know who they're calling this on. They're calling a penalty on Kevin Miller for a hold. So back to the penalty kill for the Kingsmen. Rumble over to Kong. Kong sends it off the boards, gets up to their D-man, but Dame collects it, goes around the man, and then gets hit up front. DeHennons does a good job with his skate to kick that puck out of the zone. So settles it down. Bishop Noll looking for the Hail Mary play. Game goes through a couple of guys, but just too many Bishop Noll players there. Cole Dame still just fighting through people. Bishop Noll through the neutral zone. Shot whipped and then gets laid out right up front. Up to the point. Shot. Oh, there's a man right up front there. Looked like Gableman got his pad out to save that first one, but the man is right on his doorstep, able to collect it and tuck it in around him. So 5-2. Back to some 5-on-5 hockey. And they called Kevin Miller for a hold. It looked like his stick was actually held on the play. Cleva over to Banga. Banga up off the boards to Mancini. Mancini managed to lift the stick and get it into the zone. Chelios keeps it in, and now Mancini gives chase. Mancini wins it back behind the net, sends it up front. Latoru was there, collected by Chelios. Chelios puts the shot on net. Then Latoru just cannot get to it, and we're coming back 2-on-2 the other way. And offside. So a couple good opportunities. Chelios had a great chance. If he could have just lifted that puck a little bit more, probably would have been in. But great job of being in the right place at the right time. Mancini with the face-off. Bishop Noll wins, sends it in. Puck goes deep, collected by Cleva. Cleva. Up to Chelios. Chelios wins it, has some space, and gets the clear. Mancini. Good job by Mancini collecting and then clearing, and then Oliver lays a hit. Chelios wins, gets the red line, up to Mancini. Mancini turns, shot goes wide. And Kingsman will go back to the power play. A little talking out there and a little shoving by the Bishop Noll player. So we'll start the power play with Rumble, Nagel, Dane with Kong and Banga on defense. 6:48 left in the second period. Puck is at their feet. Sent hard off the boards and chipped all the way down. Kong gives chase. Kong took the hard hit. Rumble shot, scores! So 5-3, Rumble carries it in, takes the center of the ice and puts the shot over the goalie's glove. So 5-3, Bishop Noll up. And back to some 5-on-5 hockey. So Rumble, Dame, and Nagel with DeHennons and Cleva on defense. Bishop Noll collects. Sends it up to the blue line and carries it in. Rumble lays the hit. Puck goes behind the net. Pleva on it. The Bishop Noll player loses their edge. Puck comes up. Dehennon swats it up and out. Pleva back on it. Pleva off the boards to Dame. Dame. Puck comes in. Pleva with a good stick. And now coming the other way, we got Rumble and Dame. Rumble carries it in, sends it up front to Dame, goes off of a skate though. Dame now recollects. And Bishop Noll coming away with it. Pleva on it, keeps his man wide, gets around him though, comes right up around front and saved by Gableman. So making an offensive line change, Mancini, Chelios, and Lataru out there now. Dehennon's and Pleva on defense now making a late change, so Sejun and Banga coming in. So late change, the refs allow it. Puck up to this point there, sit wide. Kong up the boards to Mancini, and it looks like it got out, and they're offside. So neutral zone face-off. 5:16 left in the second period. Mancini sends it to Lataru, back to Kong. Kong flips it up off the boards, but it's kept in. Shot save, rebound, then cleared. Shot save, rebound. Puck sent around behind. Banga now collects. Up to Chelios. Chelios sends the backhand out. And Mancini giving chase. Mancini manages to get a little something on it, but not enough. Puck sent up to Kong, bounces off of his stick and skate, goes off of a post again. I think that's the fourth post of the game for Bishop Noll. Up to Chelios. Chelios with the exit. Gets hit though and can't get it cleared enough or stay on the puck. Now Chelios goes to the hit. And Bishop Noll with the hit. Now Kong tried to get it up to Mancini, just couldn't get it. Now Lataru gets the exit. Bishop Noll. Gets up to Chelios, can't get to it though. Banga with a good stick. Bishop Noll tried to send it up to the point, but nobody was there, and Banga's able to get the clear. Now Gallegos is out there. Kingsmen with some tired players. Lataru with the hit. Now Gallegos back behind the net, wraps it around, gets through the Bishop Noll player. And now Kong with some speed. Oh, tried to send it up to Holmes, who was at the blue line. So making a partial change. We got Pleva and Gallegos and Holmes out there now. Gallegos sends it in deep. Itterberg comes on. Kong off, and Dehennon's on. And Dehennon's on the puck there, or goes around him. Shot. Scored. So Pete Dehennon's at the blue line. Nobody able to recover. And the Bishop Noll goes up 6-3. So Rumble, Dame, Nagel out there with the Hennons and Pleva. 2:54 left in the second, 6-3 Bishop Noll. Rumble with the face-off. Gets back to DeHennens. DeHennens get over to it. Tries to set it up, but doesn't get out. Takes his man out of the play, though. Shot goes wide. Puck comes up to Dame. Dame now with some speed. Gets around the guy. Gets around the second guy. Backhand shot. Save. DeHennens, the shot goes just wide. Rumble puts it back behind the net. Bishop Noll can't get the clear. Back to Dame. Dame bringing it around front. Shot. Oh, goes off the side of the net. Dame back to Rumble. Rumble gets taken out. They clear it up to the blue line. Pleva on it. DeHennens with the hit. And Pleva sends it up and around to Nagel. Nagel fighting with, and it gets up to Dame. Dame has some space. Dame sends it across the ice to Rumble. Rumble with the shot goes off of a pad. Up to Dame. Dame with the shot and saved. And now Kingsman will go back to a power play. All right, so to start the power play, we're going to have Mancini, Lataru, and Chelios with Banga and Kong on defense. It'll be nice if the Kingsmen could put one on the board here. Looks like the Bishop Noll player is getting tossed. I did not see what happened. So game misconduct. And then they'll send either the player's going to the bench or he's going on the ice. So they got one in the box. And the Bishop Noll player is walking to the locker room. And let's see what they put up on the board. So 5-on-4 hockey. 5-minute major. Mancini wins the face-off. Puck comes back to Kong. Lataru with the back check. Great job of winning that puck. And then carries it around, coming up with some speed. Lataru carries it in all the way down the ice. Puck goes wide. Kong whiffs on the shot. Lataru again with the back check, coming back to collect the puck. Sends it up to Banga. Banga whiffs on it. Sent up, and Chelios giving chase. Goes off of Chelios' skate, goes really high, up to the blue line and out. Bishop Noll, Ronan back. Up to Mancini. Mancini kicks it forward, but nobody's there. Chelios going to it. Puck comes all the way back and collected by Lataru. Lataru taking a moment, sends it up to Chelios. Chelios sends it across the ice to Kong. Kong now carrying it with some speed. Kong shot, save. Back up to Kong. Kong sends it back in deep. Dame out there now. Dame collects, sends it back behind. Mancini collects. Looking towards the middle. Nope, sends it back up high to Pleva. Pleva over to Kong. Kong with the shot. Oh, save. Kick save. It's at everybody's feet. Oh, and the time runs out. I don't think the goalie knew where it was at. I don't think anybody knew where it was at. So after 2 periods, 6-3, Bishop Noll, but the Kingsmen will have 3:35 left on the power play. Let's see if we're going to get an ice cut. Nobody's exiting. Guess we were way behind with everything, and they're going to try to cut a few minutes here. All right, to start the third period again, we're on the power play with 3:35 left. 5-minute major, game misconduct for the Bishop Noll player. Starting with Rumble, Dame, Nagel with Kong and Benga on defense. Rumble with the face-off. Here we go. It's at their feet. Bishop Noll comes away with it, sends it back to their D-man, who wisely sends it all the way down the ice. Benga going after it. Puck sent wide to Nagel. Nagel getting on his horse, gets to it. Dame now resettling. Enters the zone. Shot wide. Back up high to Benga. Benga cannot keep it in. Benga sends it D to D over to Kong. Kong sends it in. And Kingsman touch up. Rumble on it. Benga then can't keep it in at the line. And now we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Shot, save, Gableman. So Gableman able to settle it down. And making a D-line change, putting DeHennens and Pleva out there for the power play. Puts it up high. DeHennens collects, and I'm sorry, Pleva collects it. I keep just seeing the 4, thinking that it's DeHennens, but it's Pleva. Puck is cleared, but Bishop Noll just eating away the time on that power play. Puck sent all the way down, collected by Pleva. Pleva off the boards. Puck sent all the way down, and DeHennens back on it. DeHennens sends it up towards Nagel. Now he collects. He's got a little bit of time and settles it down. Up to Rumble. Rumble up to Nagel. Nagel back across the ice to Pleva. Pleva collects. Sends it over to Dame. Dame loses it and sent all the way back down. DeHennens back in order to collect it. DeHennens reverses and then reverses again. Sends it up to Nagel. Nagel up to DeHennens now with it. DeHennens taking it up. DeHennens gets around his man, sends it right up to the middle to Nagel, and a goal! DeHennens gets around the defender, takes it deep, sends it to the center, collected by Nagel, and put into the back of the net. 6-4. Kingsman down with 12:48 left in the third. But with the 5-minute major, I believe we are still on the power play, so we still have 1:23 left on the power play. So Lautaro, Mancini, Chelios out there with Benga and Kong on defense. Mancini taking the face off. Sends it out wide. Ends up on the stick of Benga. Benga up to Chelios. Chelios' shot goes wide. Mancini is there. Takes a little too much of a roundabout. Puck sent back in. Chelios giving chase and fighting for it. Benga now there, and the puck sent all the way down. Kong and Lataru coming back for it. Gableman touches it up, sends it up to Kong. Kong now has a lot of space and time, carries it out. Sends it wide to Chelios. Chelios sends it to the middle and collected by Bishop Noll. Kong does a great job of keeping that puck in. Mancini back to Kong. Kong now. Kong's shot goes wide. Chelios fighting for it in the corner, and Bishop Noll sends it all the way down. Touched up almost by Gableman. Now Benga bringing it up. Benga up to Chelios. Chelios gains the offensive zone. Puck is still on him. Went up fluttering, didn't know where it was at. Lataru now. Puck sent up to Benga. Benga collects and sends it back in. Kingsman touch up. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kong, though, recollects, sends that puck in, and we're able to make a D-zone change. Still a couple of tired guys out there in the offensive zone. It looks like Nagel just came out. Goes off to Hennen's skate to Kong. Kong sends it up and out, and that's going to go for icing. But some tired players out there allows us to get a rest. 6-4. Bishop Noll with 10:53 left in the third. Looks like DeHennens is going to the box for roughing. He's after the play business. So 2 minutes for DeHennens. Rumble. Rumble sends it wide to Pliva. Pliva sends it off the boards and all the way down. So we got Nagel, Rumble, Pliva, and Dame out there for the penalty kill. Rumble manages to win the puck and then gets hit. And now Dame back on it. Dame collects, sends it high off the boards, gets through everybody and goes into the ozone. Rumble, I think he's a little upset about that hit. Working hard to keep that puck down there. Bishop Noll enters the zone. And a great job by Pliva, who tries to backhand it out, can't get enough. Shot goes wide. Up to Nagel. Nagel. Dame now on it. And Bishop Noll comes up with it. Save, Gableman. Puck hit off the boards and then up into the protective netting. So dead puck should be a D-zone face-off. So 45 seconds left on the DeHennens penalty. 9:38 left in the third period. 6-4. Bishop Noll is up. So Mancini, Dame, Lataru, and Pliva out there for the penalty kill. Lataru collects and sends it off the boards and out. Rolls all the way down, and he's given chase. Bishop Noll sends it up, gets up to the blue line and gets through Mancini. But Dame there, Dame able to backhand it back in. 28 seconds left on the DeHennens penalty. Mancini steps in. Mancini then sends it in deep, and that'll waste another 10 seconds or so. Dame exiting, and Benga on. So Benga, Pliva, Mancini, and Lataru out there right now. Bishop Noll carries in. 2 seconds left, and Penalty kill. Successful, but Pleva trying to reset it back behind the net and then loses his edge. Goes off of Mancini. Mancini now off the boards, gets it up and out. And Chelios chasing them back to their D zone. Shot off of a stick and up into the protected netting. So 8:16 left in the third period. Wanted to look up. So Holmes out there with Banga, DeHennens, Gallegos, and Carter Miller. Puck gets up to center ice. Gallegos manages to get his man off of it, and then Holmes puts that puck just wide. Puck sent all the way down. And DeHennens skates slow enough that that goes for icing. He got his legs real low to make it look like he was working, but so ozone face off here. Then Holmes taking it. Gets up to DeHennens. DeHennens tries for the slap shot, but can't get anything on it. Shot, save. Great job by Gableman. Puck comes back up high. Shot, save, and then poked away by DeHennens. Shot goes high. Banga. Up to Carter Miller. Carter Miller can't get to it. Gallego skates through it. DeHennens on it. And DeHennens swats it out. DeHennens settles it down, sends it across ice to Dame. Dame coming up with some space. Dame shot, save. All right, Rumble taking the face off. He's got Nagel to his right and Dame to his left. Kong and Pleva on defense. Rumble taking the face off. He wins it, tries to send it in, and this goes off the goalie's stick and goes high. Sent right into the middle, gets through everybody and sent out. Pleva coming back on it, regrouping behind the net. Loses control, but works hard, gets it up to Dame, and now Dame carrying it out. Dame goes through the guy and around him, shot, save. Shot from a sharp angle goes off the post. Dame carries it around, shot, save. Kong on it. Kong sends it up. Two Penn players run into each other. Comes back in the other way. Pleva wins it. Sends it up the boards to Dame. Dame able to settle it down. Sends it across ice to Nagel. Nagel collects. Sends it up to Rumble, but just a little too hard. Lataru out there now. Kong sends it in. And Rumble going after it. Bishop Noll coming back the other way. Looks like Nagel will go for tripping. Looked a little weak. Looked like he got stick on stick and then tapped the skate and the player went down. So Nagel in the box with 5:29. Penn goes to the penalty kill. Need to kill this off and then get a couple quick goals. We got one shorty today, right? Do we have one shorty? Mancini sends it up, gets up to the defender. Collected by Lataru. Lataru sends it out. Bishop Noll collects at center ice. Banga on it. Shot. Blocked by DeHennens up front. Mancini, Banga just can't get to it. Sent around. DeHennens wins that. Fighting through a couple of people. Puck gets up and out and back to center ice. Bishop Noll carries it back in. There's a man on the back end, but Lataru with the back check. Oh, made the initial block and then fell. DeHennens with the hit. And he's going to go for cross check, boarding. It looked like he was on the boards, so. So Kingsmen are going to go 5-on-3 for a minute. So 2 minutes. 5-on-3 for 59 seconds. And it looks like they're giving them a game misconduct. So DeHennens was tossed. Kingsman with the clear. And Rumble chasing, shot, goal! Four-corner goal. Rumble 3-on-5 to make it 6-5. So that's a hat trick for Rumble, his second shorthanded goal. All right, after the timeout, again, 5-on-3 for another 28 seconds. Rumble taking the face off. 6-5 game, so Kingsmen within one. Dame swats it up. Rumble collects it again, brings it in. 1-on-4. Gets around the first guy. Again, manages to waste probably 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And now Bishop Noll coming back down the other way. Bishop Noll up high. We got back to 5-on-4. Nagel comes out and sneaks shot high and wide. So 5-on-4 now for another 46 seconds. Puck is cleared out. Bishop Noll needs to touch up. Oh, Rumble dumps it in deep. So 24 seconds left on the penalty kill. Bishop Noll skates it through. Gableman with the stick. Net is off. So another tussle, and somehow Dame goes to the bench. The ref is going over. Thought maybe he was going to. Yep, one of the Bishop Noll players are going in as well. So we're going to have 4-on-3 for 13 seconds, and then we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. And they're tossing the Bishop Noll player now. And again, everybody's getting 2 minutes, but they're throwing game misconducts out like it's candy. Ref's having a conversation with the Bishop Noll coach. I feel like this isn't even an overly aggressive game. Like, there's not been a lot of dirty plays. So we have some fighting going on with the Bishop Noll parents. So ref's still kind of figuring things out. Right now, Bishop Noll has 5 out there, while the Kingsmen have 3. Should be at least 5-on-4. These 12 seconds, and then we'll be 5-on-5. Shot, save, Gableman, another save, Gableman. Nagel sends it up to Mancini. Mancini can't get to it. Lataru collects, and we're back to 5-on-5. Lataru now coming up with some speed. Gets around his man. Gets around 2 men, sends the shot wide. Kong sending it in, gets it to Rumble. Rumble gets it to Mancini. Mancini with a shot off the post, and he tucks it in to tie the game with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. 6-6 with 2:08 left in the third period. So, Rumble, Lautaro, and Chelios out there with Banga and Kong. 2:08 left in the third period. Tie game, 6-6. Rumble with the face-off. Gets it back to Kong. Kong sending it all the way down the ice. Rumble fights to win it. Gets it back to Lautaro. Lautaro sends it back to Rumble. Rumble brings it up front. Shot goes wide. Comes around to Banga. Banga tries to send it in. Bishop Noll sends the puck all the way down the ice, and that should go for icing. So 1:42 left in the third, and we get an offensive zone faceoff. Kong off the boards, goes off the ref, comes back to Lautaro. Lautaro brings it behind the net, sends it up the boards to Chelios. Chelios bumps his man off, gets up to the blue line, and it stays in, but Lautaro now carries it out. Lautaro gains the zone, sends it off of the skate, goes back behind the net. Rumble back to Lautaro, but then Bishop Noll comes away with it. They send it up. Kong sends it right back in. Rumble with the forecheck. Rumble still on the forecheck. Tries to get it in the middle to Chelios. Lautaro sends it right back in, and we touch up. Chelios. And now Kong carries it. Shot, goes wide. Sent right back in, Nagel there. Nagel. And with 4 seconds left, Nagel carries it in. Can't get a shot off, and we end in a 6-6 tie. So, eventful end of the game. One of the parents from Bishop Noll is being escorted out by the police. And Sejun Kong was surrounded by Bishop Noll players. So, again, 6-6 tie. We'll try to figure out the aftermath here, but good comeback by the Kingsmen. Next game is going to be on Sunday against Central Indiana Knights B team. That'll be down in Fishers. So I believe it's in the afternoon. We'll post things on the social media. But until then, we'll see you and Happy New Year.